Hello friends! Sasha is back with another very fascinating and surprising story for you. Is it true that if someone is extremely beautiful, then someone is bound to get jealous by it, and he is worried about harming him? So friends, today's story is about a princess who was an example of beauty in herself. But her beauty was not tolerated by someone. She was a sorceress hidden in the forest and hills who kept thinking of removing the beauty of the princess with her dark spells and black magic. But as the sorceress became successful in her goal. To know this, stay with me till the end and don't skip the story. And at the last, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, then do subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss an upload. Once upon a time, there was a king in a kingdom. The king was very kind and loving. His subjects were very happy with him. The king had a daughter who was very beautiful. She had long flamboyant red hair. The princess loved her hair. He had a very soft heart. She loved animals very much. The king loved his daughter very much. The princess had no friends, so she was friends with birds. The princess' red hair and beauty were talked about throughout the empire. In this kingdom, there also lived a witch who was very ugly and cunning. She lived in a cave at the foot of the mountains. She used very dangerous magic on people. She also came to know about the princess' beauty and red hair. Since the witch called herself very beautiful, she could not bear it. She flew away on a broomstick and went to the king's palace. It was evening time. At that time, the princess often went to the terrace of the palace and clapped 2 or 3 times. Then a big golden bird who would come and sit on her shoulder and talk sweetly to her. The princess' voice was also very melodious. The witch could not bear to see the scene and left there and fell ill with grief. After 2 or 3 days, the witch went around the palace again and saw the same thing again. But this time, she came fully prepared and cast a very dangerous spell on the princess and made all her beauty disappear. Her long red hair became short and black. The princess was shocked to see all this. Suddenly her eyes fell on the witch in front of her. She could not bear all the shock and fainted. The witch happily left the palace. When the princess opened her eyes, she was in a royal infirmary. The king, the royal physician, and other people stood around her. The princess was overcome with grief. The king, in a state of worry, asked the princess how all this happened. The princess narrated the whole incident, and with a sad heart and tearful eyes, everyone was very upset. The princess could not do anything but cry. The royal doctors continued to treat her. After 2 or 3 days, the royal medicine gave some relief. Before continuing the story, If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, then what are you waiting for? Do subscribe and hit the bell icon. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you are really liking our content. Okay, keep watching. One evening, she went to the terrace and clapped. Then again the bird came and sat on her shoulder. He was surprised to see the princess and asked the princess, "Princess, where has your long red hair and beauty disappeared?" The princess was saddened. She didn't answer. The bird said again, "A friend can understand a friend's pain. You can tell me. Maybe I have a solution." The princess replied, "A cruel witch has put a spell on me. I want to restore my appearance, but how to do it? This is very difficult for me. Do you have any solution?" Said the bird, "I have a solution for this. It is very easy." The princess said, "Hey, tell me quickly." The princess' joy knew no bounds. The bird said, "Put a red rose in clean water and put your hair in it. Your hair will become red and long again, and your beauty will also return." The princess did so, and her hair became red and long again, and her beauty also returned. The princess was not convinced when she looked in the mirror and started crying. She was crying with joy. When the witch came to know this, she came to the palace. She saw that the princess had recovered. She was very angry and said, "Hey, how did my spell wear off? There must be something behind it. I will have to find that out anyway." She cast an even stronger spell on the princess a second time. In the evening, when the princess went to the terrace again and asked the bird about the hair, what should be done now? The bird said, "Black hair in red rose water." Finally, the witch found out about this secret. The princess recovered, but the witch made the red roses disappear from the entire kingdom with her magic and cast a spell on the princess again. When the princess went in search of a red rose, she didn't find a rose, and she was going back to the palace disappointed that she met a witch on the way. The witch made fun of the princess. The princess started crying. She said to the witch, "Oh, cruel witch, what enmity do you have with me? What have I done to you? What do you want from me?" The witch started laughing loudly and said, "There is no one more beautiful in this kingdom than me. That's why I can't bear my husband." The princess returned to the palace feeling sad. The king ordered to find a red rose and bring it from anywhere. The ministers searched the entire kingdom, but nowhere found the rose. The princess fell very ill. She lay in bed the whole day. She could do more than cry. She was in a bad condition. Then a prince came from another kingdom who fell in love with the princess as a child. Now he was grown up and he came here to marry the princess. When he found out about this incident, he was also worried. Every day, the princess would leave the room and come out to the lawn, hoping that there would be roses, but there were no roses. She started crying, and her tear fell on the ground. When the prince entered the palace, he recognized the princess' tear on the ground and put his hand in his pocket and took out a small box containing the princess' red hair. There was a hair that had fallen from the princess' head while playing as a child. Since then, the prince had kept that hair. He picked up that hair and put it on the princess' tear. From it, a red rose came into being. The prince took that rose and entered the palace. The princess was sitting on the couch and crying. When she saw the rose in the hand of the prince, she was very happy. She immediately put the rose in the water and put the hair in it, and she was cured. A few days later, the witch came to the palace to find out the situation. Then again, she saw prosperity in the palace. So she got very angry and said, "Ah, how did all this happen again?" She did not understand anything and burst into a fit of rage and passed out. As the king was now old, he soon married the prince and the princess. Now, both of them became the king and queen of this kingdom and started live happily. So friends, this was today's story, and share it with your family and friends. And I will be eagerly waiting for your response. Did you like today's story? And what did you learn from it? Let me know down in the comment section. You can also suggest me the topics on which you would like to hear a story from me. Okay, take good care of yourself. I will meet you with another interesting and surprising story. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See ya!